Hello and welcome to Nepsis. This is Nebula and we're talking about technology, and today we're gonna talk about Linux. What's big deal about Linux? Like, we have another operating systems like Windows, Mac. What makes it better? What makes it better than Mac OS? Because I have my ecosystem here and I like it. Story time. Once upon a time there was not an operating system. Like, the first computers didn't have an operating system. Each program should include the whole code in order for it to run, and that wasn't really practical. Even though revolutionary, but not really practical. Because the simplest program would be really complex. And thank God, it was mind-blowing that General Motors invented the first operating system for its IBM 704. Long story short, Unix was born, and different versions of Linux came alive. What's the big deal about Linux? And here I dare say that it's because NASA and Google use it. I'm kidding. Of course, it's a big deal of all. It's an open source. And it's free. Not like other operating systems that you have to purchase it, or subscribe or something like that. And what I mean by open source is I can view the code and I can personalize it to my own, because as I was saying, it's an open source, so anyone can basically view the code and know its weaknesses. But for each one is viewing the code for its weaknesses, there is millions of people each and every day are checking the same exact code and debugging and fixing those weaknesses. People who don't code or understand much about coding, the majority of people who are not professionals don't really use high-end machines. Like let's say 50% are using a high-end machines and others not. Because Linux don't really require high specs, it just works. And thank Linux, no antivirus is required. Plus it's really useful when it comes to the errors. Like, it will give you like a full report about the error, even hints like do this, do that, which is really useful, guys. Not like other operating systems which will like just say error and don't give you any hint about the error. In Linux you can understand the error and even you can deal with it in a professional way, even if you're not that professional, because it will give you a full report of what's happening here and what's going on, so you understand what is going on and you will be able to fix it. In a nutshell, Linux is user-friendly and it can give you the best performance out of your device, even if it's not like a high-end device or if you don't have like high specs. Linux is simple, light, and does not really require high specs. So basically, if you have like an old laptop or something like that, you can just install Linux and perfect, it will be working just fine, even better than and for tech savvy people and professionals, it's really customizable. Like, you can just use this command line to automate things. It's even better when it comes to automation. It's better than my Google Nest that's lying over here. The miserable Google Nest. Oh, sorry Google. With Linux, you don't have to wait forever for your system updates. And guess what? You don't have to restart your computer each and every time you're updating your software. It just works. And the best part is, you don't really have to follow like tons of steps to install stuff. Like, you will just write one simple command and that's it. And as we were saying, you don't really have to restart your laptop or device. It just works. And for people who work in the tech industry, programmers, Linux come with several tools, a lot of tools, pre-installed. You don't really have to do it yourself. Like just lie down and Linux will do it for you. It provides a work environment that really works. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below to Kali Linux, which is my favorite. It's really useful and simple. You can use it using VirtualBox. Like basically you can use Linux online before you install it, like in your device, just in case if you wanted to keep your original operating system and still you wanted to, you know, try Linux and until you will be familiar with the command line. I hope you enjoyed your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned. See you next time.